Yo, we are back. I'm so excited. I got up at 10 a.m. this morning. I slept in. Usually I'm up at like 7 or 6 in the morning. But man, I was so behind on sleep. The last day, I was a little, not sad, just kind of like, I don't know, a lot of mixed emotions. I felt like I ruined my vlog, my travel vlog. And by the way, this was my first time ever traveling with the Action 5 Pro and doing an actual travel vlog. So I want to share my experiences and what happened and why I feel like I ruined my vlog. And so hopefully in this video, you guys can leave with some ideas or at least hear somebody else's experience that vlogs every day and had a first time travel vlog, and just some of the mistakes I made and also some of the good decisions I made in terms of gear and what I did. So let's get started. Let me take a swig of this. It is 47 degrees. Man, it's not 80 back home. And I feel like my allergies are back too. I woke up this morning, feel like congested again and just, scratchy throat all the time. So it confirms that I do have allergies. I didn't even notice that every time I woke up and I was walking around over there. I not once had any allergy problems in Vegas. So I did write a few things in here so I wouldn't get off track. We got a few things to do. And I guess I should first start off with a shout out to Paul. I put his name right here. Go check out his channel if you're not. I don't know if he has videos yet. For donating some cash for some in and out through live vlogs, super chats, and I got your newer stickers, lanyard, koozies, and all that good stuff in here. I'm gonna be delivering that in this vlog, so we're gonna go to the post office here in a little bit. But I wanted to start off by saying I do miss you guys. I miss being back here at home, back to the vlogs. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel like I ruined this travel vlog. It was my first travel vlog. I'm kind of divided this into sections. I put them here on my notes so that way I wouldn't get off track. Man, it's cold. The first thing I want to talk about is equipment and settings. You guys know from the first live vlog when I was prepping, I decided I was gonna take my Osmo Pocket 3 and the Action 5 Pro, and I decided to go with the Action 5 Pro. This is just more pocketable, I guess you would say. I like that I could just hit the record button and start pointing and it works. Also, the wide field of view on this thing I thought would be kind of cool for vlogs. And I wanted to test out more of the low light capabilities on this thing since I have been using the Osmo Pocket 3 for like a whole month and made a ton of videos on that. Go check those out. This is still kind of like my newer baby. So I've been trying to play with it a little bit more, get a little bit more familiar with it. And that's what I decided to pick. I will say that that is one of the good things is that if you're going to be doing your first travel vlog, and this was my first travel vlog, challenge yourself to take one camera. Do not bring both because you're just gonna be stuck trying to switch both, and it's just another thing to think about that you feel like you need to use. And if you force yourself to use and be creative with one piece of tool, you're gonna create amazing videos. You're just gonna take the headache of like, oh man, I should use my Osmo Pocket 3 here, but then we're gonna go by the pool. Now I have to use my Action 5, and it's just more things that you need to worry about, more batteries to charge, put away or anything like that. If I was by a pool, I could just put this in my pocket, take it out, vlog right in the pool, underneath the pool, everything, and I'd be fine because it's waterproof. So anyways, I take one piece of gear. That was a great decision I made and I don't regret it. If you are just now playing around with your action camera, Osmo Pocket 3, and you're kind of been playing around with auto, NDs, motion blur, all that good stuff to get the cinematic footage, I'm gonna tell you that for a travel vlog, I'm just gonna say I don't recommend taking NDs. Or take them if you want to try it, but I think 99% of the time, you're gonna have a better experience if you do not use NDs and use this thing in full auto and just forget about the motion blur. I know my boy meets Chris. If you guys follow me, I know you guys follow Chris meets Chris. It seems like most of our followers follow both of us. You guys know that he's all about the motion blur, that vintage kind of filmic look, 4:3 aspect ratio, super cool vibes. And then I'm here more like turn on the camera, hit record, and who cares about this jittery thing happening here. Yes, as a professional, I do love the motion blur. I wish I could do it. I wish it was easier to put on the ND, take it off, put it in my pocket, put it away, close it. But for me, hitting record and just vlogging is so satisfying without having to worry about anything like I am right now. I literally just put this thing on here, hit record, and here I am. I can pick it up, run inside my house with one hand, grab things, drink my coffee, put it down, keep going. And the feeling of that for me personally is way better than slapping on the ND, taking it off. Don't want to put it in my pocket because I have other things in my pocket and then they're gonna get scratched, hold my coffee, and it's too much for me. And there is nothing wrong with that, by the way. If you want to use NDs, use NDs. But I think for travel, when you're moving fast through an airport, security, you're going in and out, dark and light places, NDs will slow you down, especially when you are with friends. When I was with my friends, I tried right at the beginning using NDs because I'm like, I'm gonna get the best quality ever. And I took them with me and I put the first ND on. I'm filming, getting the motion blur. I'm through the airport. Security comes. Oh shoot, it got a little darker in that area, so I had to take that off. Now I had to pull the ND thing, put it away in my case, close it, stop the recording, take my shoes off. And then after going through all of that, I had to grab everything. It was lighter on the other side because they had big windows. Now I had to put that thing back on, and it was just slowing me down. My friends literally kept walking. I was constantly being held back by trying to put NDs and mess around with settings when I could have just hit record and be there with my friends and enjoy the experience. So NDs, I'm not going to use them for travel vlogs anymore. I'm just going to leave them home. But I'm glad I brought them and was able to test that out for myself, and I can come back and report that they're just very inconvenient for real travel when you're walking around public, when you're trying to be with friends too. I think it would be different if I was by myself and I went to Vegas by myself. I wouldn't mind stopping, changing the ND in and continuing, and I could just do a cut on the edit and it's not a big deal. And then I have a pretty awesome motion blur. But when you are with friends and they're not vlogging and they're just trying to move along, but they're constantly being held up by little things I have to do to the camera, it just breaks the vibe. It breaks the whole, bro mode and the whole, it just breaks everything. It breaks the flow and the experience. No NDs for me. ISO full range. So on your settings, you guys know I've been shooting 17 to, or 100 to 1600 on the Action 5. Same thing on the Osmo Pocket 3. I think I'm at 50 to 1600 on the ISO for when I do D-Log. It was limiting my vlogs in the sense that when I would go into super dark areas, now I was completely dark, and I really don't think people care if there is grain in the footage for a certain part of the vlog. I get it if it's grainy the whole entire vlog and the story, there's nothing in the video that's keeping you engaged. I think that the engagement and the story and the experience that you're watching is more important than motion blur or a little bit of grain here and there because you're walking through maybe a casino and then you get out and then it's all of a sudden bright. You guys can still hear me clearly. That doesn't change. I can still be talking to you guys. You're still gonna see the image and know what's going on. And then when you get to a lighter area, it's just gonna fix itself. And I think that to me, the value of that grainy clip is still very valuable and a great piece to the story that is not worth having the ISO really low to get a super clean image that you can't even see because it's too dark. I set my ISO at full range. It's at full range right now, and I'm just gonna rock it that way for my vlogs and everything like that. 100 to 12,800 on the Action 5 for D-Log, and then whatever it is for normal color profile. Whenever we do get the update, they're supposed to be updating this thing to fix the normal color profile because it's too HDR for this camera. Osmo Pocket 3 though, it looks beautiful. I will shoot normal color profile all day, full auto, everything. It's lunchtime. Let's go ship this over to Paul. Did you miss me, girl? Say hi to the YouTube fans. Say hi to the YouTube fans. Is this a baby? Who's my baby girl? That's my baby girl. Oh, I know you're excited. Ooh, that was loud. I feel so good now, guys. I think I was getting a little homesick. I think the older I get, guys, I understand now wanting to just be home. Home to me is relaxing. I love my house. I love everything about my neighborhood. It could be a little warmer for me, but here we are. See, this is what I like about no NDs. Boom, now we're mounted. You guys are still with me. I haven't lost you guys. I got another cool hat by Atlas Lenses. They make like anamorphic lenses. It's another black hat, white logo with the red lens thing. It's super, super cool. I can't wait to wear it. I did get my newer shirt. If you guys saw my live vlog, I don't know if I like talked about it, but Newer has a new logo and it's super, super cool. I showed the stickers and everything that I put on here for Paul. If you haven't yet, make sure you watch the live vlog, the prep one, because I show you guys my whole entire kit that I brought. And I also have a video called the vlogging kit, and it shows you everything, my bag, everything that I use. By the way, all of this stuff, guys, it's on my description, affiliated links, so you can help a homie out, get some Chipotle. I haven't had Chipotle since I left, so I think it's gonna be time to get Chipotle. Some other pieces of equipment that I think are crucial to travel vlogs are gonna be the DJI Mic Mini, or if you have the DJI Mic 2, that's awesome too. The only thing is that it's a little bit bigger and heavier, and it does kind of hang from your clothes. So if you get a chance, save up, get a DJI Mic Mini. They're like 60, 65 bucks, super cheap. Totally worth it. Amazing sound quality. You guys have been hearing these in my vlogs the whole time. I actually just got the white one too. So for my weddings, I have this wedding package that I'm going to be releasing that's going to be shot all on the Action DJI cameras and the Osmo Pocket. So I needed a white one for the bride, and I think the white one looks really, really cool too for some like outfits or like hoodies that I wear. So that should be coming later today. I also should be getting my DJI Mic 2s for weddings and professional gigs. I went full on DJI, guys. You guys know that I'm a DJI boy. And DJI Mic Mini, if you're gonna be doing any talk head videos, if you're traveling, you wanna show off where you're at, you wanna be talking, you definitely need to bring one of these because you're gonna get better audio. And if what you are wanting to say to your viewers is very important, then these things don't take up any space. I do recommend, if you can, to get the dual pack where you get the 2 transmitters, or I don't know if they sell the charging case separate, but it would be cool if you could get like a white and a black one and just have them in the case. The reason I like the case is because they're always charging. Like if one runs out, I can take this one off, put it in there, grab the other one and continue vlogging, and I don't lose any time. But to be honest with you, these microphones last all day for vlogging, like all day. You won't even need to charge them all day. They're really, really good on battery, and I think you only need to charge them like 5-10 minutes and you can get like 80% or something crazy like that. So you can rock one the whole day, honestly. It's not a big deal. But for everything else, the internal microphone is amazing. I ran some test footage on the internal microphone and I was shocked at how it sounded. The only thing is that they don't sell, that I know of, they don't sell a windshield for it, for the internal microphone. I wish they did, something that just clipped on the top that was like fuzzy, because wind does destroy your audio on these cameras. Like as soon as you get wind, it just doesn't sound that good anymore. I think for B-roll, use internal microphone, and obviously if you're by the pool or weather or anything like that, just use the internal microphone. You can get away with it. It sounds really good, especially if you're at vlogging distance like this. You're gonna have a great sound file, so you're not gonna be struggling with that. Let's drop this bad boy off for Paul. Hello. How's it going? Just shipping this out. Oops, sorry. All right, Paul. I hope you like your newer kit that we got you and your koozie. It's really, really cool. I appreciate lunch, and we need to link up soon. All right, now let's get to why I feel like I ruined my travel vlog. And this is more like the practicalities and the actual experience of like vlogging and everything like that. And just something that I didn't think about until I was there, right? This is my first time, and usually we don't know. We know a little bit of what we're getting into, but when you're actually there, a lot of things change. So, I had this idea of like, I'm gonna go to DJI, and my friend who works there, I can maybe like talk to him, get some info and stuff like that. And first of all, the DJI booth was kind of a little bit small this year. And now they just called it the Osmo booth, and they didn't have the drones. They didn't have a lot of things, which I was shocked. I was like, why? What's going on? Like, in a lot of booths were kind of like that this year. It was a little bit different. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if these companies are holding off showing off any more gear because of how things are right now with the tariffs and stuff like that. I kept hearing that out in the NAB, the whole talk about tariffs and like technology and like prices. As you guys know, I'm trying to, you guys know that I'm a big Nintendo fan. Obviously, you've seen, for those that have followed me, I have that vlog about my Super Mario tattoo. I love Nintendo. I still have all of my original systems, including the Game Boy, the original one. I still have that. All of them are like in perfect condition. And I was trying to pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2. And all of a sudden I got an email saying that they paused the pre-orders and stuff like that because of the tariffs. Like, I saw it all over the news. It was talking about the tariffs and that they might increase the price on it. I don't know what's happening. You guys can go on the news and check it out. It's crazy. Especially because some people I don't know if some people actually got the chance to pre-order it. For me, it asked me to submit a request. And then the next day is when I saw all that stuff on the news about tariffs and like the whole prices going up and everything like that. So when traveling and vlogging, I'm gonna say that you need to have a plan. It's hard to freestyle and vlog, especially when you have company with you. I went with a group of guys. I was struggling balancing spending time with the bros and wanting to vlog. Obviously, I'm gonna pick spending time with my friends because that's what we went there for and that's what they went there for. Vlogging I can do back home like I am right now. Even though they were filming some videos too and stuff like that, and I did have some little gaps in there where I could, film. There were times where we kind of all split up and did our own thing. That's when I went live on the vlogs. But then, when we were out hanging out, like, I didn't want to keep vlogging and everything like that. And then I didn't really even know what to talk about because it was so loud in public. I was overstimulated. And I was overstimulated by everybody talking to me, my friends talking to me trying to talk to you guys and vlog and all that stuff. So I think that the best thing to do if you are going out with friends is to do a talkhead travel vlog type of video. So what I mean by that is when you are out traveling, like for example, when I went to NAB, what I should have done is just filmed a bunch of B-roll, like let it all be B-roll and maybe throw in some blurbs here and there while you're filming the video, but make it very general. Make all those blurbs very general so that they could fit any type of video. If you're doing a gear review, if you are trying to show off a space or something like that, like make it so that when you go back home, you can talk about your trip and then show the B-roll, which ultimately I think is what I'm gonna do, because trying to do a travel vlog and talk and have like an actual finished piece is very hard, especially when you have company with you. So that was like lesson number one. Spend time with your friends. Do not prioritize your vlogging over your friends or anything like that. Make sure you spend time with that, because I was struggling with that. And maybe my friends are gonna say I was vlogging most of the time and not spending time with them, but I tried my best to limit the amount of camera time I was doing, because we're there to spend time with each other. So which then led me to doing live vlogs at NAB. And I think those worked really well. Like if I just had like 20, 30 minutes to go live or whatever, in this particular one of the live vlogs, I actually had a couple of hours because they went and did their own thing. So the live vlogs make sense because they're ready to go. As soon as I'm done, I can post it, and I can post the vlog and it's ready. I don't have to edit it, I don't have to cut it. It's just raw live vlog. So those worked out very well. I'm glad that I was able to bring you guys through NAB, checked out a few things. I felt like that made sense there. Another thing too, I took my laptop to edit, and realistically, editing vlogs when you're traveling again with people it's very hard. I wish I would have left my laptop back at home. Like I wouldn't have brought it. I would have just brought my Action 5 with a 512 gigabyte card, because I get about almost, I want to say 12 hours of record time on this, you know, recording 4K 24 frames. And that was more than enough for the entire trip. I had this camera every single day, and it was working. It worked really, really good. So get yourself a 512 gigabyte card and take that with you. You'll be able to store a bunch of stuff in there. Remember, you also have internal storage on this, which gives you like another hour of record time if you need it. But editing vlogs while you're traveling, it's just not ideal. I do have a workaround though that I want to talk to you guys about. But we are here. You guys know my pet peeve. I don't like dirty cars, and my car hasn't been washed in a while, so that's what we're doing right now. And here's the other thing, guys. I just feel like if you go in with company and you're there to have an experience, that's what you should do. Not everything, even though I'm a daily vlogger and I'm all about filming everything and I want to, but it's something that I've been trying to do lately, is just be there. Not everything needs to be filmed, guys. There are things and memories that just need to live literally in here and in your heart. That's it. Though sometimes that is what makes things special, right? They're memories. You remember them, can enjoy them at their fullest capacity because you're not worrying about getting the shot or filming it, or, you know, thinking of where, if you're pointing the camera at the right direction. So be there with your friends, family, wife, wherever you're at. Don't let these devices take over your life and experience. I learned that this vlog, you know, I was like, man, am I being that bro that's like, I don't know how it is for like the ladies, but like with the bros, there's always one of the dudes that is super whipped and has to be texting his girlfriend or partner, whatever, all the time. Either one, I don't know if it's like he wants to check on them, maybe there's like some trust issues, or two, they're just very clingy to each other, or three, his girl's probably throwing a fit if he doesn't text her every hour of the day. I have no idea. But you know, that bro that's just constantly like leaving, or like he needs you to be quiet because he's about to answer the phone, and you know, he doesn't want his girl or whatever to know that he's like having the best time of his life or something like that. I don't know. Like, you guys, I feel like everybody has one of these guys that just like has to always be on the phone, or he gets scared if like his girl calls him or whatever. It's like, we're not doing anything bad. But anyways, rant over. So taking my laptop was a waste of my time. I never even opened it or took it out of the case. By the time I got back to my hotel, I was so tired, I barely had enough energy to review some of the clips on the Action 5 Pro laying down in my bed. I was so tired, falling asleep. Like, I did not want to touch my laptop. And in the morning, I didn't want to touch my laptop. I had a beautiful sunrise, beautiful weather. I just wanted to grab a coffee, grab my camera, go out with my friends, and start filming. So I never got around to editing these vlogs. And then I tried editing them on the phone, which I'm about to get to that point, using the DJI Mimo app. And it was a whole different experience. And I have some good things to say about it and some not so good things to say about it. But before I do that, I want to talk to you guys about another problem that I had. And I didn't catch it until I was there, and then after the fact, after all my friends, you know, flew back home and I was by myself flying back home, I ended up reflecting on the whole trip. And I was a little bummed because I just felt like I didn't get a good vlog. You know, my friend from DJI wasn't there. The DJI people were so like not giving information, which I get. That's not their fault. That's not my fault. That's not, you know, I get it that they can't. They did give me some light, just body language hints that there is some sort of like 360 camera coming out for the DJI. Osmo Pocket 4, they completely shut that down. I didn't get any signs or body, you know, smile, body language saying like, yes, there might be something in the works, none of that. So I don't think Action 4 is anytime soon. They can barely keep up with the Osmo Pocket 3 because it's still hot. So I know that they can do a lot of improvements through firmware updates. But a 360 camera is definitely something that I think is in the works, and we should be keeping an eye out for that. I know I am, because after going to the Insta360 booth, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be looking at some Insta360 cameras and just kind of see what all they do. I have never researched them or anything like that. Visually, at the show, I don't like that the speaker's in the front and it just kind of sticks out with like a little grill on it. I feel like gunk would just start getting in there and you can't clean it. And you know, you drop it, it's gonna bend that thing. It kind of sticks out. The DJI Action 5 is just one slick, like little rectangular cube, and the lens is the only thing that sticks out, which I really, really love about that. It's just a clean design. I also don't like that the other one has a flip screen, because I feel like it's just another thing that could break off. You know, it's just, you know, it's, especially if you're using it for vlogging and action, you know, different weather. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that flip screen. I could be wrong. I'll need to test one out. There are a few other things. I'll learn a little bit more about them. But once I was reflecting back on the trip and everything like that, I realized that I was a little stressed at times because I felt like I failed you guys. Like I felt like I was failing my, I felt like I was falling short and not producing the normal vlogs that you guys are used to seeing while I was out. And I just felt kind of out of tune. I felt like the live vlogs, I don't know. I don't mind a live vlog. I usually do one per week, but I just felt like that was the only thing I could do to keep you guys like engaged. And they did. I think those were like pretty cool, because it was like a cool walk around. It made sense. So I don't regret the live vlog, but I wanted to post like a normal edited video vlog like this one, and I wanted to please the YouTube viewers, and started getting and affecting my experience there in Vegas, because instead of being there with my friends and having a great time, I kept looking for ways to make a cool shot or vlog something cool, and I just was not there, and that was taking away from my experience out there. So I realized that, and it's something that I think next time I just need to film a bunch of B-roll, and if I want to say a blurb, I'm just gonna say it, and I'll just use the internal microphone. That way I just have this to point at, get the shots, and then later on come back home where I have more time and do a little talk head video like that, and then just use that B-roll and tell you guys what happened. I think that's the best way when you're traveling with people. Now, when you're traveling by yourself, you can make these kind of vlogs, and I think taking a laptop is great, because then you can come back to the hotel at a certain time, whatever time you want to, and sit there for hours and edit if you want to. You just have more planning, right? You have more time to yourself. You don't have to be with other people. I'm gonna probably, to recover not vlogging this trip, is I'm gonna do like a talk head and tell you guys some cool things that happened, show you guys some B-roll on another video of what my trip to Vegas was like. And it might be a pretty long video because I have a lot of B-roll. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna make the video out of. Now, I did at one point try the DJI Mimo app, which is really, really cool. I will say a few things. The DJI Mimo app is very easy to convert your D-Log footage to regular color using the auto recovery tool. Literally, you just click on it and it turns it in right away, like from the camera. Like you open up the Mimo app and it's gonna ask you if you wanna connect to your Action 5 or Osmo Pocket 3, you hit yes. Then you'll see all your footage in there. You click on one of the clips and on the bottom where you have all the editing tools and everything, you're gonna see log, auto recovery. Click on that and it's gonna transform it to Rec 709, like right away, like normal color profile. And it looks really, really good. I believe it uses their like regular LUT, their DJI Action 5 or Osmo Pocket 3 LUT. And then you can apply one of their filters, which is like their creative LUTs. And they're actually very, very good. I use them anywhere from between 80 and 90%. And I felt like that's kind of like the sweet spot. My favorite ones are the retro ones because they look a little bit more filmic. And I used one and then I exported the clip. And when I exported the clip, it turned out beautiful. Make sure you go at the top right, make sure it's at 4K, and then you take the watermark off or else you're gonna get DJI Osmo Action 5 or Osmo Pocket 3 or whatever on the video itself. And it's embedded, so you can't like, it's burned in there, so you can't take it off. So make sure that before you export, you go on the top, do 4K, take off the watermark, and then you're good. When you export that video, it goes back to your camera roll and it's already finished. Like it's already color graded and everything, and it looks beautiful. Especially if you shoot an auto like me, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to adjust anything. You could also turn down sharpness in that Mimo app, and it looks so good. I turned the sharpness all the way to zero, or sorry, negative, whatever the negative number is. And the footage looked really, really, really good. So then after that, I was like, wow, this looks great. So I was like, I'm gonna create a project so I can actually edit a video, a vlog for you guys. Went, filmed all my B-roll, thought I had somewhat of a vlog, short, like 10 minutes, loaded in my clips, just log, you know, did all the cuts and everything like that. It's okay. You can't see audio file on there on the clips that I know of. So you kind of have to listen and then cut it wherever you think it is. I like watching the audio file on the bottom on DaVinci because then it shows me exactly when I started talking and everything like that. I don't like to use auto. I know CapCut has like the auto transcribe, like it removes all the gaps and everything, but I don't like it. I don't think it does a great job. I'd rather do it myself. I have more control. When you export the video and you apply the auto recovery LUT and the creative LUT over it, like using the filters and everything in there, you export the video once you're finished. The only problem I had was that the quality was really bad, even though I had set it to 4K. So I went back into the settings and I realized that the project settings only allow you, I realized that the project settings only allow you to do 30 frames per second and 60 frames. I filmed everything in 24 frames. So I think it was trying to convert your 24 frames per second footage into 30 frames per second. And it just degraded the quality really, really bad. Also, on export settings, the only thing about the mobile apps is that you have no control of your bit rate, which is very important. It's like what determines kind of like the quality of your video. You know, and all those export like fine-tuned settings that makes your video extra crispy and just really good looking when you upload it to YouTube. So once I played it back on my phone, it did not look good at all, to the point where I just didn't want to upload it at all. I went onto the actual video that I exported and I clicked on the settings, and it did show that it changed from 24 frames to now 30 frames, which made the video a little weird looking. Maybe I'll make another video specifically on that and show you guys what I mean. But the DJI Mimo app, you can only edit projects in there in 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. So make sure if you're gonna be using that, film in those frame rates. If you wanna film in 24 frames, the way I'm gonna tell you that you can use this app is going to be before you import the clip. So look up the clip on there to connect to your DJI Action 5, look up the clip, select it, do auto recovery, add your LUT, and then export just the clip by itself. Don't make a project or don't edit in the project editor. Just import the clip to your phone with the DJI LUT and the Creative LUT, and you're gonna get the highest quality. It's gonna look amazing, and it's gonna stay at 24 frames, which is what you film it on. So that's my other workaround. But the problem with that is that you're going to have to do your vlog in one take. So if you were just gonna walk around the block and talk and not cut anything out because you don't care, or you're just really good at talking and you're just like, whatever, this is gonna be a raw, uncut vlog, then you can get away with it. You can literally just transfer the file to the phone, have auto recovery, and your color grade it through the DJI Mimo app, export it, and then upload it straight to YouTube from your phone. Be done. No titles, no nothing. You could just go with it. And I think that's really, really good. I can see myself using that. I do hope that DJI updates it so that you can actually do 24 frames. But I think that they assume that most people are going to use this for like reels and shorts and stuff. And I know that that's all like 30 frames per second. I hope that this video helped you decide what to take and what not to do when travel vlogging. You can do it. If you're by yourself, I think it's going to be more easy because you can just focus on what you need to say, focus on the video. But when with your company, with friends, with your spouse, your girlfriend, whatever, be there with them and maybe just turn it into a B-roll kind of vlog where you can maybe say some blurbs here and there, and you don't have to worry so much about telling a story because you can do the storytelling when you get back home and you have time. Then you can slap the B-roll over it. So I think that's how I'm going to recover this vlog for Vegas. A lot of things just didn't turn out the way I thought they were going to turn out. It's okay. It's just a video. It's just a vlog, guys. I tried. I'm happy you guys enjoyed the live vlogs. That's so cool. I am happy to be back here though and creating some real vlogs. I've been loving all the vlogs that everybody's been tagging me on. There seems like there've been a bunch of new vloggers out there that are actually getting bold enough to grab their Osmo Pocket 3, their Action 5 to start their journey, and it makes me so happy. I'm subscribing to all of you guys. I want you guys to keep going. I want you guys to keep vlogging, keep hitting record, you know, get inspired, share your stories, and we're going to build an awesome community here. Anyways, I hope that you guys are happy to see me here again, back home, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.